All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Cobra Trading. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, consider smashing that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any other tutorials or analysis that I do here on this channel. Today, we're going to be looking at a platform that I use every single day. Okay, I get a lot of questions about this. Where do you get these liquidation charts? What platform is that? How do I get access to this? Today, I'm going to explain the most important features of this platform. You can find all of these different things on multiple platforms, but they've actually taken it and condensed all of it down together and put it all in one spot for you. It's really fantastic. So without wasting any time, let's go ahead and dive right in. And right now, this is just starting out on the main homepage, right? So highblockcapital.com, obviously it says it's in beta. So this is what you see when you first get to the website. They explain just a tad about how to use it, some of the benefits of this, and some of their product features. I'll go into a little bit about how you can customize the design and stuff as well. So if you were just going to be signing up, you would click this link. Obviously, I've already done this, but this is basically their form that you can fill out. And this is the first page that you see. So the very first thing that's going to come up is the BitMEX chart. And you can see here every, I think it's 5 or 10 minutes or so, it comes up and it tells you if the global longs and top traders and what the funding rates are on most of the major exchanges here. It also has big orders for BitMEX listed over on the right-hand side as well. So up here, what's really cool is that you can click high block indicators, and these are all indicators that are custom to this platform. So there's a whole lot of them here. I'm not going to go through all of these, obviously, but because there's just way too many. But the ones that you guys see me use the most are these. So whenever I do my analysis, my 90-second analysis videos on my Twitter account, I also post them in my Telegram and stuff like that. All those links are down in the description below, along with a affiliate link here as well. These are the liquidation levels, right? So up here, you can see that I've added these longs for 150 and 25, and then shorts for the same amounts, 150 and 25. So what's nice about this is that you don't really have to guesstimate where these are, because of course it's trading view chart. So you can come in here to the settings, go to scales, and you can turn on the indicator last label as well as the value label. So it will come up here and tell you exactly where every single short liquidation is. Now, for me personally, especially when I'm scalping throughout the day, this is extremely important for me, okay? Because when I know that if price is climbing up and it's going towards a liquidity pool, if my trade is in the opposite direction, when those orders get liquidated, I'm going to have a massive amount of drawdown, or potentially it'll force my trade to have the stop loss hit, and it'll hunt my stop. It's not that the exchanges are coming after your stops on purpose, but it just so happens that you put your stop in a liquidity pool where there's a whole bunch of liquidations for orders going in the opposite direction. So if you're long and you've got to stop down here at about 32,860 or whatever, you're going to get stopped out. And then it's probably going to go back in the same direction, because look here, you've got a big price gap. You've got like a $600 gap here. So if your stop was right here, you get stopped out, price probably is going to go back up, and you just got knocked out of your position prematurely. Obviously, this is not just for BitMEX, right? So if you go up here to the tools section, you've got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Right now, we're on the chart. What's really nice is that you can actually also create your custom dashboard. We're going to get into that in just a minute. But another tool that you guys see me use all the time is liquidation levels. So let's go ahead and look at that. Now, they do have one for BitMEX on here. However, obviously with the chart with BitMEX, I like that a little better because you can see the price action moving in real time. On this one, you kind of have to refresh them. So for these, I like to just get like an overall view, right? So you'd select your exchange. They have 3: BitMEX, Binance, and Bybit. So let's look at Binance. And for Binance, not only do they have Bitcoin, but they also have all of the pairings that are listed on the futures exchange. Okay, so Binance futures, they've got every single one here because you can get liquidated on a futures. So they do have that. So for all of you guys that are big alt traders and all that stuff, you guys love trading your alts, this is going to be immensely helpful for you because you're going to be able to see if hey, like if I take a look at DOT, if I take a look at the DOT chart, where do I need to be avoiding putting a stop loss, right? So right now on the DOT chart, you can come in here and zoom in to the most recent price action and say, oh, okay, well, right now we're floating in the middle and this is on tier 1. So the different tiers here, I'll just explain this real quickly. This is basically order sizes that are 10 million and lower. This is 20 million and higher. And then this is like, I think it's 30 or 40 million. If you look at tier 4 on Binance, Binance has the most liquidity out of any exchange, right? So this is actually really helpful. We're actually getting really close to someone's huge liquidation here, 43.7 million on Binance. And that is at $34,222. If you scale it down here and you say, okay, well, let's look at tier 2. Let's see like the majority of people's liquidity, right? This is what you end up seeing. Now, I like to look at tier 2 only on Binance just because it kind of keeps us a little neater. As soon as you go down to tier 1, it's just a mess. It is a mess because there's so much liquidity on Binance. It's kind of hard to tell look at this. It's just like it's just two big blocks on either side. Like it's kind of ridiculous. You can't really make sense of anything. So I like to stick with tier 2 on Binance. It works very well for me. And right here, if we zoom in, most recent price action, same deal. When you hover over them, it will tell you how big the order is for and what price it is. And the amount of leverage is denoted by the color, which is listed down here on the legend. You've got that for Bybit as well. Obviously, Bybit doesn't have nearly as many pairings and stuff right now. For Bybit, they only do Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's really all you need for Bybit. I never really traded any of the other pairings, to be honest, on Bybit. So yeah, not really any liquidity below us. And then our first short is right at 35,000 for 32.74 million. So that's kind of how this liquidation chart works. Now let's take a look at this custom dashboard, right? So this dashboard I find extremely amazing. Okay. I can have literally everything on one page here. So you just select your widgets and then I can put my liquidation levels chart right next to this, right? So if I want my Binance chart up with tier 2, then I can just select this, run it. And now I can actually resize this window as well. So I can place this window wherever I want. Just click run one more time. It'll resize itself and boom, there you go. So now you've got all of this information all in one. So you can scroll down on here and see everything in case you forgot the legend and stuff like that. But in general, this is extremely helpful because now you can start making a whole bunch of different windows and you can customize this however you want. So, like if you want trading activity and stuff, you want the trading activity for BitMEX right below the chart, you can do that too. So you can put this right here as well. And now it's all in one nice, neat little window. And again, up here on this chart, again, you can still be putting all of these on here. So really awesome. So you can, pretty much change anything that you want here. Like if you want an open interest profile, you can do that as well. So this is all BitMEX stuff. So let's do Ethereum, right? Last day, open positions, OI, buys and sells. Okay, run. And bam, now you've got all of your open interest profiles and everything, right? Let's add another one just for giggles, right? Like let's do a position heat map. And yeah, we'll do it for Binance, XBT 12 hours. And this is already ran. Boom. So now we've got an open interest profile too. There's literally endless possibilities for what you can do with this customizable interface here. And they're constantly working on improving this. It's great because I don't have to have multiple windows open. I can just have all 3 of my liquidation charts open in one tab on my browser next to TradingView, and I'm good to go. All right, so shifting gears just a little bit here. Obviously, they have a lot of other things here, right? So we went over the chart, custom dashboard. The trading activity is also on the chart. We went over liquidation levels. I showed you the net positions heat map as well. There's a lot of other stuff on here that I'm not going to be able to get into today just because, one, I'm not 100% sure how to use them myself because I've never really used them. And 2, it would make the video super duper long. So they do have a correlation scanner, a probability histogram, open interest profiles, stat analyzers, coin screeners. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, these are all things that you can find on a whole bunch of different platforms around the internet for crypto assets and stuff like that. But these guys have literally taken all of those amazing features from all those platforms and just put them all in one little website, which is amazing. I'm not going to get to those today. And since I have to actually teach myself how to use some of those things, they actually just implemented this new thing called the High Block Capital Academy. So if you click this, you can actually go over all of the tools that they have here and read in depth how to understand what you're looking at, right? So if I didn't know how to read the liquidation levels, I would just click here, click liquidation levels, and it gives me an entire background, tool overview, complete with screenshots. It's really awesome. So if you don't know how to use one of these things, like for instance, I don't really know what their coin screener is, right? So if I click coin screener, it brings me to their coin screener info site, and it tells me some background information. It gives me a tool overview complete with screenshots, all of the current offerings that the indicator has right here. It gives everybody, whether they're advanced traders or beginners, all of the information that they need to hit the ground running, understand what they're looking at, understand how to use it, and no need to be reaching out to customer support or anything like that. All right, so last but not least, before we end the video today, I am going to go into the pricing with you. Now, originally, this was more expensive when they first started out, and they've actually reduced the price, which is awesome. So they do have two plans. They've got a free plan. They've got a premium plan as well. With the free plan here, you've got pretty much everything included except you don't get the liquidation levels, the probability tracker, the open interest profile, the stat analyzer, or the coin screener, and the newsletter. Basically everything else though, except for the net positions and the global interest, all of that stuff you get with the free plan. And then the premium plan, obviously you get absolutely everything. So you can either do for the premium plan, it's either $100 a month, or you can actually also pay yearly, which brings the price down to $70 a month. So that's actually a pretty hefty discount. So with all that said, you would basically just click one of these, right? For me, I would be renewing, and you can pay with cards. So like if you've got a credit card, debit card, whatever, you can use that. You just click this, it'll bring you up and it processes with Stripe. Everyone's seen this before. Or you can also pay with crypto. So if you go and you click this, it'll bring you to a coin payments. And probably if you're in crypto, you've probably paid with crypto before. You've probably used coin payments before. This is not a platform that should surprise you in any way. Really nice, obviously, since they're analyzing cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, that you can also pay in crypto. Makes sense. All right, with all that said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video today and the little explanation and platform tour of High Block Capital. I hope that that was helpful for you. Like I mentioned before in the beginning of the video, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future tutorials or analysis that I do here on the channel. Make sure that you check out all the links in the description below, including my Telegram, my Discord handle if you need to get a hold of me, as well as my Twitter. There's also obviously referral links down there that you can use to sign up for High Block Capital, and those help me run the channel and keep providing you guys with good content. So all that said, I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Happy trading.